Good morning, everyone. I'm Joanne here from Gems of doTERRA, here to share with you some information about dealing with stress as we are in this process of uncovering whether or not essential oils are correct for you. Now, let me start with a disclaimer, sorry. I'm not a medical doctor. This is not about diagnosing. This is not about prescribing. This is just life lessons, things I've found through research, that kind of thing. And as with the essential oils, do know that they've not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and the products are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent diseases. That said, let's get into some practical suggestions. So, of course, with stress, it's important just in life in general that we take good care of ourselves. Eat well, exercise, think positive thoughts, get rest, all those things. Two, it's important that you remind yourself of all the things that you're grateful for. I've been hearing more and more about this in different things. It's so important we live from a place of gratitude for what we do have instead of always being in that negative space of what we don't have or worry. And yes, that's a part of life, and there are times that we do worry. But if we can find gratitude in those times, it's still very helpful. As part of that, I found this cool idea several years ago called Squashing the Ants. In the book by Daniel Amen, or Amen, I'm not sure which way he pronounces it, called Change Your Brain, Change Your Life, he talks about ants, automatic negative thoughts. So it sort of goes with that idea of living in gratitude. And he says there are thoughts that are reactionary. I mean, we get into this situation and, oh, those people, they're doing that because they're laughing at me or they're pointing at me, and we don't even know whether or not they are. So when we notice these negative thoughts, we want to think about them being ants and squashing them out. Another idea for dealing with stress is increasing your social activity. Now, there are some of you that I know are introverts, and maybe that sounds stressful, but it doesn't mean you have to be in big groups. It means being social, even on a one-to-one basis, finding people with whom you can interact on a regular basis. Maybe it's also contributing to the lives of others through volunteering or being a part of an organization. A biggie for me is interrupting negative ruminations. I don't know about you. My brain can get down this hyper little focus of, oh, this, and I need to get out of my head and do other things. So maybe I go for a walk, or I listen to or create music, or I read a book, call a friend. There are things that we can do that help us get out of this rumination of all the things that we do. Part of it also is doing things to be proactive. So if you have frankincense, you can take this and apply it to the bottom of your feet or to a pulse point if it helps. And for some people, this helps them remember to relax, to be calm. Another oil that I've been exposed to that, I'll be real honest, the first time I smelled it, I wasn't so sure. Vetiver. It is this wonderful grounding oil. It's very, very thick, so do know that. And it can be combined with other oils that we'll be mentioning later on. You can diffuse it, which I love to do. You can also apply it topically to help you remember to calm your mind. So vetiver is a wonderful oil. Now, one of the things that I've learned to do that does help me is use balance every single day. It's called the grounding blend. So you use this to help with your staying focused, staying a little bit more even keel with your emotions. So I take a drop, I put it on my hand and rub it into each foot, and it actually is a blend that was used by Native Americans for health and spiritual reasons, and it's still used today. I'm looking at my list so I can tell you some of what's in it. Hoe wood, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and frankincense are some of the oils that make up this blend. So consider balance because it's also a great one to diffuse. Sorry, I'm using my notes today. I don't want to miss anything. Another one that I use on a daily basis is Serenity. Now, I use this when I'm going to bed at night, but you can also use this if you need to relax during the day. If you're getting super tense, get out your Serenity. It's a wonderful, tranquil blend. Some of the oils in it are lavender, cedarwood, hoe wood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, vanilla absolute, and Hawaiian sandalwood. Amazing blend. So you can use this to help you feel calmer and more relaxed. And in fact, you can take and create a roller. You can get an empty or reuse a roller, a 10 milliliter roller, and put 15 drops of Serenity and 15 drops of Balance in it. Fill it the rest of the way with fractionated coconut oil, put in your roller ball, and you have a liquid stress relief that you can apply to your neck, to your feet, to your temples, to your pulse points to help you reduce the feelings of stress, tension, and relaxation. Let's talk a little bit more about that worry, okay? There are lots of oils that can be used to help us remember to remain calm. Wild orange, which is one that I love to diffuse and happen to be diffusing today. Balance, which I've mentioned, along with frankincense. Now, there's some oils that I love for a variety of reasons. One of those is Intune. It's a focus blend and comes in this great little roller ball. And I can apply it to my temples. I can apply it often to the back of my neck. And it just reminds me to stay focused on what's important. And again, I'm setting that intention when I'm using it. Another one is Peace. And Peace comes both as an oil and a roller. So it depends how you think you're going to be using it. I first started off with the oil because it's a wonderful way to diffuse it. And I'm also finding that the roller is great for travel. It's a wonderful floral and mint mix. It, again, can be used at the pulse points, or you can take it. Say I'm out and I'm getting uptight. Maybe I'm at the doctor's office or something, right? I put a little on my hands, rub it together, and breathe it in. And it's just this lovely, floral, calming scent. So it helps counteract some of the anxiety that you might have. You can make other roller balls with wild orange, frankincense, lavender, and vetiver would be another option. One that I use a lot is Past Tense. This has become my go-to in the last year. In fact, you can tell this bottle is getting a little low. That's how much I use it, and it's not even the only bottle of it I have. I apply this on my neck and shoulders where I tend to carry tension quite a bit if it's a day that I know that's going to be tension-filled, one that's involving medical issues for family or just things that create tension for me. And I love the smell of this oil, but it does a wonderful job of just helping me to relax those muscles and to be less tense and less stressed. So let's look at another way that you can help cope with stress. Practicing loving, touching, and squeezing with family members. Now, not everybody's a hugger, but that's okay. It's still a great way if you are somebody, or squeezing a hand or touching a hand. It's a wonderful thing. So if you've got a person in your life that you can share things with, consider Aroma Touch. This is a give and take thing. If you go on the doTERRA website and put in Aroma Touch massage technique, there are amazing videos to show you how to use this and do hand massages with friends or family members, and you can exchange massages. It's a way to get that socializing and the touch in. It's also one that you can diffuse and enjoy. Another one that I use a lot, and this one we also use at our house for discomfort, and it comes in several forms, is Deep Blue. It's a great oil for diffusing sometimes, just to help offset some of the tension that maybe I'm starting to feel in my head. The rollerball is not as strong scented as, say, the oil, and maybe I apply a little to my temples or to, say, my lower back if it's getting tense, and I can apply this. It's a great oil for those kind of things. It also comes in a lotion that's a little bit more cooling, and we use that a lot on pre and post workout on muscles, but that's for a different one. So you can use then for touch, you can use the Aroma Touch, the Deep Blue, or you could use past tense. Other oils that might come in handy for this might be wintergreen or lemongrass. A couple other oils that you might want in your artillery. If you enjoy soaking in a bath and it's been a tension-filled day and you're just feeling down, which sometimes stress makes us feel down, get a glass of milk or a little bit of oil, make your bath, take the little glass, and then drop a few drops of elevation in the oil or the honey or the milk. Now, why do that? It's because it helps prevent the oil from just evaporating as soon as it hits the water. And just luxuriate in a bath. Elevation is also just a wonderful, uplifting floral scent to diffuse. Another go-to that you can, again, use in the bath, you can diffuse, you can mix it with water and spray it on your pillow, is lavender. So lavender and serenity are sort of the go-tos at night around our house. And remember, part of being able to deal with stress, being healthy, is proper sleep. So doing things that help us sleep at night are very, very important. And I'm coming to you today from my little meditation corner of my office. But an oil that I sometimes use when I'm meditating is Hawaiian sandalwood. And it's got this wonderful grounding and uplifting scent for me. And again, I will take a drop or two, apply it on my hands, and breathe it in, and maybe rub my scalp a little bit just to help myself stay grounded and focused for my meditation time. I hope that these ideas are helpful to you in exploring ways to decrease your stress. I'll be providing you links to some other resources in the days ahead, so please be watching here. If I can assist you in any way in connecting with any of these oils or others that interest you, please drop me a message because I'm more than glad to do that. doTERRA has wonderful oils that serve a variety of people for a variety of needs. Know that one oil may work for one person for helping them be grounded and deal with this kind of stress, and another person may need another oil. So I'm happy to help you explore and find the oil that works for you. Thank you so much for your time today. Bye for now.